On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the first play of the game.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On the give, this is Akers. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Second down, they'll go with Akers again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle
in the bathroom?
Best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On third down, Akers. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. They'll run for it with Akers. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're going to look to throw. It's caught. Tolbert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Second and 9 now. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got
what's going on?
Not only that, he's got some toughness
What's
as well.
going on? See, I don't think he really wants to play this shit. Bengals offline. Wow.
a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's got room. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Cam Akers, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is what to answer right now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running left, Taylor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On first down, Taylor stops short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a give to Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossan. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet.
And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 2nd and 2. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's right. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. McCann now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically,
One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 23.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football. And
he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. That's the Nikah, up and good. They will take a 7-point lead. Nikah's got it.
Point back. Wait, your first. Covering fire.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So that'll change things a bit. 15 yards added on. Going to put him on the other side of midfield.
And add on a shake of the head defensively, because he got caught where his hand wasn't supposed to be, and that cost him 15 yards.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On the handoff, Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll get this off to Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he he wisely will throw that one away. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quiddy Pay, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. They'll dump this off to Akers. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. The 40. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20, and he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll run here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes,
the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Yetur Gross-Matos racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll buy some time right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And his throw is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch 17, watch 17.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll set up a throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all
game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
McCann's got it teed up. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Watch tight end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 7 yards to pick up there. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who's...
And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. It's out, it's loose. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. They're going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guys...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. McCann for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Bengals 21. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
53, 53, Mike. It's coming this way, Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McCann now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Yeah, I don't know. Hanneman! Over here!
McCann's got it teed up. And here comes a return from the middle. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up. And then they just submitted a return for a late touchdown. That's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
You have been chosen to grant and all that brother would like to do defense. You should be proud. Understand?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. And say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. One-handed. What a grab.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.